What's the most popular podcast in the tri-state? Do we ever figure that out?
Got to be SB.
Gotta
well,
be.
I just found like City Beat, they do like best where you vote. So I don't know that it's necessarily, it's just what people voted the best was the Cincinnati Zoo podcast.
We got to get people voting.
Do we want to be on City Beat?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
They had some true crime ones on there.
That fits our niche. Do we want to, like, I don't know. I feel like it's like a vibe if you're on City Beat. Like a certain vibe, I mean.
Take that out.
Okay.
Show a little skin.
Rose one, yeah. Apparently we're still having the...
Give us views.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
What?
We're really going for
People
it.
need to pay for that.
Is that inappropriate?
Put that away.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Put that away.
Which part of the foot is the most intimate
I
to
don't know.
show?
Specifically to show?
Or to, hold?
Okay.
Is it a different part to show than to
hold?
Get your fingers on?
I cannot touch the bottom of my feet. Like even thinking about that right now gives me like
The bottom of
shivers.
your feet?
I can't touch it.
Like it's too ticklish?
No, it's like it's like the way the skin feels.
You can't like just go like...
It's like giving me like I can't.
My buddy calls that the scritchels.
I'm getting the scritchels
What?
Like when you bite into a popsicle or like
styrofoam.
like squeak. Or like for me,
Chocolate.
I remember as a kid we would eat popsicles.
No, that's the worst. I can feel
My dad would I'd eat a
fingernails.
popsicle. The way I ate a popsicle as a kid, I would just lick it when it's like mushy. Like when it's about to go and it's just a soft piece of ice. Okay, I'll kind of like do it. But I never really bit into it. I would just kind of like let it dissolve. My dad, fresh out of the wrapper, he would just right on that popsicle, bro. And then like you're licking the wood. Something about licking wood is a bad scritchel for me.
No. When you
Bad
bite and
scritchel.
you get the wood
Wait, should we need to create a Mount Rushmore of scritchels. Maybe we can just do a team rush.
Right now.
Team rush of scritchels.
Go, yeah.
Okay, team rush of scritchels. I'm gonna go licking wood. Go.
Scratching chalkboard. Go.
Touching the bottom of your feet.
Okay, crazy on the Mount
Yeah,
Rushmore.
random.
All right, we gotta
Awful.
agree on the last one. I'm gonna go.
Styrofoam's good.
It's just like
Yeah, cutting
I'm just
styrofoam.
like eating tinfoil. Just say something that you guys are like. When do you do that? I'm like,
When you
but
cut styrofoam.
really
or
anything
like,
with styrofoam.
Yeah.
Like a
I'm like sitting on the
Oh,
toilet
actually,
with pee
something I
all
just-
over the lid.
something I just
You're
thought
like, whoa, what?
Wait, what?
of. What did you just say?
I'm like, when you sit on the toilet, but there's pee on the lid. You guys,
No, when
I
something
don't
just
do
thought
that. I was making a joke because you guys would be like, wait, hold on.
of something I just thought of are they ceramic plates? Is that what?
Wait, what are you
What
saying?
plates are made of?
No, like the plates that we have at home.
Yeah.
A ceramic plate when you like with a metal fork and you like
Oh,
scrapes
yeah, when it
across it.
scrapes.
Oh my gosh, dude, I hate that. I did it the other day and I actually like for a second I lost my appetite. I was like, I'm eating right now, but I don't want it anymore. Just the sound.
Yeah, what is it about that? I said licking wood. But like I could lick this table and I wouldn't feel scritchels.
I might a little bit. This table's kind of rough at times. Feel this corner.
That's not scritchels. I'm saying like if a
First of all, actually, can we?
it's specifically popsicle.
Welcome back to the podcast,
Yeah.
episode 43. Can we like understand though, or try to understand what is scritchels from? I'm just saying this word. I don't even know what it. I mean, I think I know what it means. Like you're telling me it's like that weird feeling, but like, what is that word derived from? Derived? Is that the right word for that? Derived from?
Good. I had a buddy just tell me that's what his family called it. I never had a word for it. It was just like the
What are the origins?
things that make you squirm kind of thing. And then he said that word and I was like, oh, that sounds right.
It just sounded right. Yeah, that's like those people who will. I've seen some people say like, "Let's come up with phrases that aren't phrases, not real phrases, but like they mean
Yeah.
something."
Yeah. And
You
it's
know,
also
have you seen
weird
those?
to say like that word sounds made up and it's like all words are made up. You know what I mean?
That's true, but that's kind of the point, right? It's like, have you seen those phrase videos? like where they're like, I'm trying to think of one.
Quick.
Frick. I'm trying to think of one fast. It's like everyday things that might happen to you, but you can relate them to like a day, like, or something wrong happening, or I don't know. I could look it up.
Megan, help him out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
Oh, if you guys have actually never seen them, I'll look them up. They're pretty funny. But yeah, I don't know. Here, give me a second. Whoa. Good there?
Yeah, why do you think that is, Megan, that it gives me the scritchels to lick a wet popsicle stick, but not any other wood,
I
really?
think because the popsicle stick can kind of splinter easier. Or like it's a soft wood, maybe?
But I'm not worried
No, I
about...
think it's the texture for me. It's
yeah,
like
it's
the
a softer wood.
softer?
Yeah, like it's because it's wet and so it's like kind of soggy.
Have you guys ever tried to put on like a wet shirt
Put on a wet shirt.
Yeah.
or like wet compression?
Yep.
That's got to be on there.
Really, yeah, any of a wet bathing suit even.
Yeah.
Hey,
Wet bathing suit.
shoot. I'm trying to look this up, but I actually I want to ask you this. That reminded me. Are you somebody, okay, if you wake up in the morning, you got to get somewhere, let's say you have like a 6 a.m. like call time somewhere. It's 6:50. You got to leave right now. You look in your closet. You have absolutely nothing, but something was just washed downstairs.
Wait, I have a 6 a.m. call time and it's already 6:50. I'm late?
Yes, you're late.
Oh, shoot.
You're late. You have to be there. You slept 50 minutes over. You wake up. The only thing you have is a dirty, like wadded up t-shirt or like a bunch of like dirty laundry that's like wadded up, wrinkled, all that. Or you have like 2 nicer t-shirts that you would wear, but they're kind of damp. You throwing the damp one on, or are you trying to like unwrinkle one that's kind of dirty?
I think the wet one is the last one at all costs.
Last one at all costs? Where are you?
I have to go to like class and I'm gonna wear one that's wrinkled or one that's wet.
I said damp. It's
Oh, like a clean damp out of the wash, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it depends how damp.
I thought you meant like damp from like sweaty workout the night
no.
before. Oh.
Like it. No, I said you got some on the wash downstairs.
No, like a clean one.
Yeah.
Like if it's just like where it's like almost dry and the only ones that are it's still kind of damp in like the creases,
Yeah.
then I might go with that one.
Okay, so I mean, maybe more of that then, because for me, and I don't like doing it, but I will like, especially like the thicker. Now that we're getting into colder weather, I have like some thicker like over shirts that will like it either like in the armpits or especially like around like the wrist or whatever. They'll be damp when I'm putting it on, but it's the worst thing when you go to like shake somebody's hand in the morning and. Like at one time I went for a dap with my buddy and his hand like went on my wrist and he's like, bro, that's wet. And I was like, yeah, it was right out the washer.
Yeah. This leads me to another good point. Actually, I'll go there in a second. I do feel what you're saying because a lot of times if I go to jiu-jitsu like 2 days in a row, I have like a favorite gi, so I'll throw it in the wash as soon as I get home and it'll probably be damp the next day. And then I'll like throw it on when I get there and it's kind of wet, but like I know I'm gonna be sweating, so like once I get sweating, I don't think about it because it whatever. But yeah, I do hate that feeling. Speaking of your dab up, though, something that I struggle with personally, and it happened to me again this week, is whenever I go into the office for work, I'm always like drinking something on the way there, like coffee, water. So basically, almost every time for some reason, as soon as I get there. I go up to our floor. As soon as I get off the elevator, I usually hit the bathroom right there. I got to stop doing it because I can never, like if they have the air dryers, I can never get my hands totally dry. And I don't go in all the time, so I wash my hands. I do it. My hands are still damp. Now I have to like go into the office for the first time that day, and I know like people are going to shake my hand and be like, what's up? And then they have to be like, why is your hand a little bit wet?
Yeah. Yeah,
You know
that is the worst.
I mean?
Yeah, that is the worst.
I'm like crazy in the bathroom trying to like dry in between each finger.
that is a struggle though. I think. I mean, not a struggle, but like something that I think about because I'm like, coming out of the bathroom, you're like, what's like if someone I either save a little time, walk out, don't completely dry my hands, but I run the risk of someone right when I walk out of that bathroom wanting to shake my hand.
Mm-hmm. It would almost be better to not wash your hands at all and just have a dirty, dry hand. Like, do you know what I mean? Nobody asks questions if you have a dirty, dry hand, but if you have a clean, wet hand, they're like, what? Why was that hand
so there's
wet?
an illusion. Is it better? No, but
A
better
wet
for,
hand, people
better
assume pee, even though like 10% of the time it's pee.
10%'s a crazy number.
That's a high number.
No, I didn't mean 10. You think 10's too high? 10% is a wild
I think
number.
10% of the times you're shaking someone's hand and it's slightly wet, it's pee.
Is it their hand or my hand?
Either one.
Or, I don't know. Probably a little bit.
Okay, well, what I was saying is I think it's better for like the illusion of them and like them not asking you about it, but better for better for your social life, better in like terms of germs, probably not, but just like health and that kind of stuff. But,
Yeah.
But what
Remember
is it?
4 years
you get
ago
some
when
pee
they
on your
told
buddy's
us-
hand.
Good for you.
Yeah.
4 years ago, they told us that we weren't allowed to shake people's hands anymore because we'd get COVID.
Look at you now.
I remember I had a guy come over to quote something, like doing a patio at our last house. And Megan was standing there, and I knew she was trying to be careful about COVID. And this guy tried to shake my hand, and I said, "Are we supposed to do that?"
He's like, "That's only at your work, buddy."
I regret that now.
Oh, you wish you would have shook
I
his
should
hand?
have shaken his hand. Yeah, I might have, but I don't think I ever told you about it.
So, like,
Sorry.
you still think about shaking that man's hand?
Just now. Yeah, just now I did.
How so? Why'd you want to shake his hand so bad?
He tried to, and I was just like, I seem like a conspiracy theorist being like, we're not supposed to shake hands.
You're probably good. He probably doesn't
think you forgot
remember
about it?
who you are. Yeah. I'd say you're good. I'd say you're in the
right.
clear.
Hey, shout out Zevia. We're approaching a year. Haven't heard. You guys been a little silent.
That was a crazy plug. We haven't plugged them forever.
Usually don't
So they
drink
ain't
this
paying us.
flavor, but I was looking for something, no caffeine. It's getting a little late. Might go to bed after this, so didn't want any caffeine. I probably will drink that bar that's got caffeine, so it probably didn't even matter. But creamy root beer, solid flavor.
It's my favorite.
It's Megan's favorite.
Whispered into the mic for ASMR listeners.
It does give me the burps, but hey, there's still time. By the end of the year, we could strike a deal, even just like a free 6-pack. We'll promote you, but if we don't hear from you, we'll probably go back and we'll cut this audio out.
Speaking of the year, we never went back and clipped the little segment because I don't know where it's at. We can't find it. So can you explain again what we're doing for this podcast coming up on a year?
Yeah. So what do we have? This is episode 43. Ideally for a year, there's going to be 52 episodes. So we're inside. I think we're single digits now. Okay.
What's the plan? What are we doing?
Like and subscribe. I'm thinking we have to hit 500 subs by the end of the year in order for us to be able to make the decision to keep doing the pod. If we don't hit 500 by the end of the year, our hands are tied.
Okay, so basically, yeah, we're saying if we're sitting here like this, basically. We're basically sitting here like this.
Just trying to capture a thumbnail.
We're basically sitting here like this.
I think the chair's too close. I've never hit this shelf, and I keep hitting it.
Okay, yeah, but like and subscribe because we have made the decision. We made the decision a couple weeks ago, but we just never clipped it for real or anything. But we're if we don't get 500 subscribers by the end of the year, then we have to stop the podcast. But if we do, we have the option of going, continuing. So yeah,
It's not
like
that
and
we
subscribe.
can't do it. Like, there's ways we could. People seem really interested in all the feet stuff lately. We're trying to do it in a noble way.
Noble,
Okay.
noble way. Yes.
We always are in socks. We always keep it modest. But we start getting late November. We haven't even crested 400.
Oh man, you're saying we might go into the realm of something else.
I just think we might have to explore possibilities.
Okay.
Like I don't want to lose at this, but like and subscribe.
You're willing to sell your body to get
I think parts
subscribers?
of my body, maybe parts of it.
Like if you could sell like a kidney for the pod, would you?
No, no, but like a toe.
You would sell a toe? No, that's crazy. I would sell a kidney before
No,
a toe
I
any
meant-
day.
I've got
He
too
means,
much
like-
toe right now.
No, you can't sell a quarter of your toe.
I could get a section taken out of it.
I mean, you could, but
People
you're
have
not gonna
told me,
sell
in fact, that I should.
Yeah, but nobody's going to pay for the section that gets cut out.
Someone would comment down below. I do think if we started to promote with foot stuff, I feel confident I have some feet unlike anything people have ever seen.
Do you think that's a better thing for feet content, or do you think it's a worse thing?
I think better. People I think once you've seen a bunch of feet, you're looking for that new thing. You're looking for that next long toe.
I don't know. Maybe. I'm not into it, so I can't speak for them.
I don't know. But I can also do like a, I don't want to give all my secrets away.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, I can't speak
A couple of
for
my
them.
toes I can do the peace sign with.
Cover your toes, you can do the peace sign? Yeah, I mean, I feel like I can spread my toes.
Okay. Relax. You can't do it like that.
How can you do it? I mean, I don't want you
I
to
don't wanna
show
give
us.
everything
Yeah,
away,
I don't
yeah.
want- Okay, yeah. You don't have to show us. That would be something.
Anyways, like and subscribe. Comment. What are we at right now, sub-wise?
360s, something? Maybe?
360 something.
Maybe.
365. We need 135 subscribers
135
to
subscribers.
hit 500 by the end of the year, or we're not going to be
Or
able
we're
to keep
done.
going. Yeah.
We have to be done. We have to sell all of our equipment. Even though, like, quarter of it, I just have to sell my camera too. Quarter of it's like mine for my business, but like I have to
think,
sell it.
and for those of you that missed the last episode, Justice does want to be done, I think.
No, that's not true.
No?
That wasn't the last episode. Also, was
Last
it?
couple.
No, that's not true. I don't want to be done. I said 40-60 almost to be exact. I said I'm almost at 40-60. I said I'm 50-50. I'm almost
What are
at
you
40-60.
at now? Give us an update.
Honestly, you want honestly? I'm back to 50-50 because I feel motivated because we got some new upgrades.
All right.
It goes up and down. Like, would you agree with that, Megan? Like,
Ebbs and flows.
actually, do you even have...
Would I agree with?
Megan doesn't do much. She just kind of like enjoys to... No, I don't mean... No, I actually didn't mean that in a bad way. I meant like...
You don't
kinda
have to
sits.
be here.
I meant like in terms of you talk during and like do a lot during the podcast, but I meant like you don't necessarily
He's like,
always
you
have to
argue
come up with
us and
notes.
stuff.
I didn't mean it like that. I actually didn't mean it like that. But because you're more of like a mediator sometimes, just keeping us on track. So anyway. Anyway.
Hey, maybe we hit some would you rathers. It's been a minute.
Okay, here real quick though, I did want to say this. It just got me thinking since we were talking about YouTube. I saw this video the other day. We all know the company. Is it Temu? How do
Yeah,
you say
I think
it?
Temu, I
Temu.
think.
Temu?
Right?
Okay.
Real quality stuff.
Yeah, I've heard. So I saw this video the other day, kind of just added to that, of course. This girl bought a croissant lamp.
Can't picture.
What does that look like?
So like basically, you know, like the first thing I think of is like the gummy bear lamp from what show was that?
Oh, I know what you're
You know what I'm talking about?
It's on iCarly?
Maybe. I don't know. But like it's a lamp, but it's just like
It's just the shape of a gummy bear.
the shape of a
It lights
croissant.
up.
But it has like this one still had like a stand. And then there was just like a croissant and then like but the light was coming out of this like croissant basically. Anyway, this girl's like, "Hey, I bought this like croissant lamp from Temu and I think it might be a real croissant." And people were like, "Okay, that's not possible. There's
It's
a light.
expiring.
There's a light coming out of it, and like it's not like breaking or rotting or whatever." she's like, yeah, but I woke up and there were ants all around it. And they were like, wait, what? Okay, so like then she like started like digging in more. She goes, okay, my suspicion is this is a real croissant just covered in like resin because it was like hard, like it wasn't a normal croissant. She pokes a hole in it, straight bread inside. Real bread. If they just had it was a croissant covered in resin, and they just cut a hole after the resin had like dried and set, so it was like a
Who
perfect
is they? Who
circle.
owns Temu?
I don't know.
Does it all
God.
come from China?
I think.
I would think so. But then they just had an LED light inside of this croissant, but the inside was literal bread.
Okay, here's something I always think about. Someone spent time developing that product. And
Yeah.
obviously that's a piece of trash, but like stuff like that like
Honestly,
one person's gonna buy and you spend all this time and effort on it, you're not making a fortune off of that.
I mean,
Right?
did they spend a lot of time? They didn't create this croissant lamp and like design it to make it look like a croissant. This dude just grabbed a croissant off their local bakery
he
and
had to
covered
cover
it in resin.
resin.
He had to do nothing. He just covered it in resin, cut a hole in it, and stuck the light inside.
Bro, that stuff off Temu is rough.
That's wild, dude.
I see stuff
Woke up
because
and
they
just-
still like spam you with ads
Yeah.
for stuff, and it was like a Lego cabinet. Everything looked lit, and I was just like literally lit up. Not like everything looked lit,
Yeah.
but
I got you.
it looked super nice. And I was like, that would be junk. I know it. Or they'll
Yeah, it's
have
gotta
like
be.
literally a Lego set. And I've heard people will like order it and it's Lego branded and it comes in and it's just like maybe you order a car and it's like a totally different truck and like the bricks aren't even Lego branded and it's a totally different
Yeah,
thing.
dude. It's just like false marketing.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Shady.
Actually, don't know how it's legal, but yeah, we can get into wood.
Yeah, I don't know how it's legal. I just found a website with a bunch of them on it. We could go through some interesting stuff here. These are would you rather questions about life's inconveniences.
Okay.
So, like, would you rather wear jeans one size too small or shoes two sizes too big?
Jeans,
So,
I
anytime
guess?
you want to wear jeans, they have to be too small, or anytime you want to wear shoes, they have to be too big.
Actually, yeah, that's a quick answer for me. Jeans. I would hate jeans that are too small for me, but over two sizes too big shoes any day. I am like one of, or maybe I'm not picky. I don't know. Maybe everyone's like this, but like I feel like I'm extremely picky when choosing shoe size. I feel like I can go up and down half size or even like a full size, like with any shoe I buy. Like I'm never the type of guy that is just like, oh, those are Nikes 10.5. Those are like Adidas 11. Like I'm never like exact. It's like based on the
Everything's
brand.
real custom.
I just feel like every shoe is like slightly different, and I get really like nervous that I'm gonna buy it, and then I know I can take it back, but I just don't want the hassle of like buying it, taking it back, whatever. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like, does this feel too small? Does this feel too big? Because I also like my shoes tight. I like my shoes tight. I like them to
I
be
like
like
mine a little tight. Be
I do
hard to
too.
play sports with shoes two sizes too big. You'd be kind of
Yeah.
clogging around.
Would you get like really used to it, and you're just like your normal run is just like you just kind of get into a flow.
You just like stuff the heel with tissue paper so they kind of fit.
Here you go. Just wear a couple more layers of socks.
Yeah. Just like every time you're in the game, you're losing a shoe.
It's like this guy loses a shoe every single time. They're like, dude, you got to get new shoes. You're like, it's a bet. So would you rather?
I sold my soul for this.
Yeah.
Would you rather be 11 feet tall or 9 inches tall?
What?
I actually think I have like
Let's take me back to bean-sized man. But imagine a bean 9 inches tall.
except we have the camera rolling.
That is true as well.
Yeah,
Is it rolling? I see the red light.
I actually think this is an easy answer, but maybe
It wasn't
not.
targeted at you, by the way.
No, I know.
You think this was an easy answer? Okay, let's hear it.
I think 9 inches tall.
What?
Oh, are you guys
Enlighten
opposite?
me. Enlighten me.
Dude, I don't know. I just think
Why was that like the way you started that? It was like, dude.
I don't want to sound like just annoying, privileged, but even being as tall as I am, there are inconveniences. There's a lot of nice, but like if I want to travel or do things or like, you know, like when we shop for a house, the ceiling heights, like if they were really low, it's just everything's extra noticeable. 11 feet tall, that's almost twice as tall as I am.
Mm-hmm.
9 inches, you could buy a nice, affordable house and it would be massive. You could fit on any plane, any car, any roller coaster.
How are you driving the car?
You would save so much money on groceries because you could literally, like,
Eat a crumb
a
for a
pound
week.
of meat would last you a year.
Okay, here's the other thing. First of all, that meat's going bad. Second of all, second of all,
No, you just keep freezing it and thawing it.
second of all, you're not thinking of the right or the other side. You're thinking of only one aspect of this, which is the money side, which is a positive.
Money and roller coasters.
Okay, another side of that though. If you're 11 feet tall, you can buy whatever house you freaking want because you're a star in the NBA right now.
Star in the NBA. No, you. Have you ever seen a 7 foot tall guy try to run? They're like clunky giraffes.
Okay, but you didn't say 11 feet in non-athletic. I don't know.
Also,
But
last
no, you see
pod
what
or
I'm
two
saying?
pods ago, we talked about how short your life. If you're 11 feet tall, your life expectancy is 2 weeks.
That's true. That might be true, actually.
My only thing is, if you're 9 inches tall, someone has to help you with everything.
Yeah, you're getting stepped on.
Maybe
Someone has to
You say you
take
can
you
go on
somewhere.
any. You say you can go on any plane.
everything has to.
You're
Somebody
getting
has to help
stepped
you
on.
with everything.
You're getting stepped
How
on
do
in the
you
eye.
climb
time.
the stairs?
You're
Also,
getting stepped on. This-
Side note: can we give you an update on something?
one stair is Mount Everest for you.
Megan told me what was that huge penguin's name?
Oh, pesto.
Pesto. Pesto's mom died,
It was very sad.
Oh man, that's tough.
and after we talked about that on the pod, I don't know how she made it out of the delivery room, dude. How did that penguin
Oh,
not
yeah.
die in childbirth?
No.
No,
we
it's an
said,
egg.
We said,
It still has to be a massive egg, right?
wait, yeah,
just
what?
grew
It's an
very
egg.
fast.
We said also
There's no way
Pesto
he
wasn't
grew
the
that
size of the picture we saw when he was born, right?
Right. He was like 9 months old or whatever when we looked at
Yeah.
the picture.
9 months old.
No, but you didn't.
Bro.
You missed the other part that then he was adopted by two dads, by a homosexual couple. So now he
Good for
has
them.
two dads.
Good for them.
Dude, I
It's like Parks and Rec with the
Congratulations.
penguins.
Bro,
Real life though.
where are we at in culture where we're just forcing penguins to be gay?
Like just,
you know,
No, it's like
you
it's
know
like
they're
Parks
just
and
Parks and
Rec.
Rec. I was just about to say that. It was like just Parks and Rec.
They're like, no, those are two boy penguins.
Yeah, like he's just hanging out with his bro, and the zookeepers are just like, they're gay.
They didn't. They actually, they didn't even
Like
How-
they
yeah, how do they
signed some
know?
adoption paperwork.
How do they know? I'm looking-
Yeah.
I'd like to see one of those dads birth a giant like that.
Hey, these have been on the table whole pod. Can I try one?
Yeah, I don't think you'll like them given what you said. They are like a healthier, drier.
And I don't know, Megan, maybe you have some thought on these. These look like I said, I love dried mango. It's one of my favorite snacks. But I've never had dried mango that looks like this. Maybe I've had them more processed, I guess.
Give it a shot. I almost ate that whole bag. So
These are like hard, like this is dried. Like this is jerky.
Django.
I tried. At one point I described the mango that I
gotta
eat
stop
as like
doing that.
jerky.
I said I got to stop doing that. But
Oh,
what were
okay.
you saying?
At one point I described the mango I eat, which is like a softer coating. It's still kind of like rubbery, but it's not like this is hard.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it is hard. But once you like really bite into it, you get it. And then you have to like get it out of your teeth.
It's still great.
Yeah.
It tastes the same. Actually, I'm not gonna lie.
You like it.
This is pretty freaking good. I kind of like the harder texture.
I like that you kind of have to earn it.
I agree, actually.
Yeah.
I kind of like, dang, maybe I gotta switch brands. I don't know.
All right, I got one more, and we're gonna get a little not philosophical, but just I think this one's gonna make you think.
These are good.
Just to be clear, are you saying you'd go 11 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If my life expectancy wasn't 2 weeks.
Okay, speaking of life expectancy, would you rather never age physically or never age mentally?
Oh, dang, that's a hard question. That's a good one.
Because you could be like you'd basically either like Gronk or Stephen Hawking.
That's crazy. That was a wild example.
Is that a pretty good example though?
Yeah, it's valid.
Gronk's like a physical specimen, but something's going on.
Dude,
Or like Antonio Brown.
dude, remember the roast, Tom Brady's roast we were watching that? Dude, he was getting cooked. Like he was getting destroyed. He said to sit there and take it.
Yeah, and we were like, oh, Gronk. And then he got up to speak, and we were like, oh, man. They left a lot on the table.
I don't know. That's a hard question. Maybe like for like society, I would say mentally, like for your social life, for like everything. I feel like mentally is the right answer, but like
yeah, I just don't know if you pick mentally, what are you looking like physically?
I know that's what I'm saying. Like we live very active lives. That would be very hard, obviously, for us. But like, I mean, it'd be hard on anybody. But I mean, that's a hard question.
Yeah.
What would you do?
I think it depends. Like, if never aging physically, or if never aging mentally just means I'm in the physical state I'm in, because I am aging, like things hurt sometimes, then I would pick mentally. If picking mentally means that I'm like, I can't walk or something, then
Well, you said Stephen Hawking, so that's where my brain went.
Because I went two extremes.
I don't know. Two extremes. Gronk is just absolute. You just think of him as like brain
That
dead.
should be a segment we do. You name something and we have to name what the opposite of it is. You say Rob Gronkowski, I say Stephen Hawking.
That would be insane. If you said that off the dome, that'd be crazy. That'd be a good answer.
I kind of did say that off the dome.
Yeah, I meant like in like the game though.
Give me anything now, I'll tell you the opposite of it. Megan's so out of this podcast.
Yeah, what
she's
the
just been
heck?
on her phone.
I'm trying to figure out how they know the penguins are
Okay.
homosexual.
Still,
They kiss on the mouth.
No, I guess they just hang out together a lot.
They're just bros.
they're just bros. They're just like really good buddies.
But this is just saying it's very hard to tell male and female penguins apart, so they honestly might not know.
What? It's literally just a male and a female penguin. They're like, they're gay. They're gay.
They're like, we don't see genders. Penguins, they don't. They're just living.
Do penguins see gender?
Apparently not.
Apparently, because those two are gay.
But do they know they're gay?
Those ones gay as all get out, dude.
Okay.
I don't understand that saying. That was
Gay
just
as all
something.
get out.
No, not specifically gay as all get out.
I'm like, yeah, gay as all get out. I know that one.
But just like anything as all get out. Like
What don't you
growing
understand
up,
about
people would just say like, that's gay as all get out. Maybe it is just gay.
It's just like
But what does
Gay?
as all get out
Why
mean?
does gay just flow off the tongue with that phrase?
plenty of phrases like that you're just like, what does that even mean?
Give me another.
Crazy as all get out.
Crazy, I guess.
Nah,
Doesn't
gay
sound
feels
as
better.
I don't know. Now I can't think.
Pause.
Wait,
title.
let me. Nah, gay feels better. Tough.
Rolls off the tongue better.
What else were we talking about?
Wait. Okay, I have a throwback if anyone's still listening.
Wait, what were we
From the
just talking
phrases.
about when I
No,
said
I know.
Megan's not listening? And then we started talking about the penguins
Oh.
again.
I don't, wait, hold on. Let
I
me.
can't help you. I wasn't listening.
Okay.
This is off the rails.
Okay. This is. I'm gonna give you a phrase.
Oh, and I have to say the opposite. That's what we were doing.
Oh, that's what we were doing. Yeah. No, these are guys that. Okay, so like this is an example of one. Remember like throwback beginning of this episode when I was talking about the phrases and I said I'll look them up. Those guys, there's like another podcast that I saw that I think it's a podcast. Maybe just TikTok videos.
Oh,
but
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Guys like they say like phrases, they make up phrases that could be a phrase that you could say in like your everyday life. So like an example was like you're still eating leftovers. Like bro, you're still eating leftovers.
Like you're stuck in the past?
Yeah, it could be. But like he was saying like, yeah, I guess so. Like if you're like really trying to work on something, it's just like not going your way. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? But I thought that was pretty cool. I feel like that was a cool segment. Not that we are going to steal it.
You're trying to work on something and it's not going your way? You're eating leftovers?
Like if you're...
Give me another one.
I guess if
I got to try to figure out what these mean. Do you have like a list
did that
of them?
one not make sense? No, this is literally a video. He's like, I think, I don't know. Maybe I gave a bad explanation.
No, I like it. Yeah.
Shaking a flat soda was another one. Like if
you're just like beating a dead horse.
Yeah, like if you're like
you used a phrase to describe another phrase.
Yeah, literally.
I'm just a dude dressed as a dude pretending to be another dude.
These guys are pretty good though.
Shaking a flat soda. Sounds like a
pretty good.
Just
I got the aftertaste of that is like
pretty good.
For some reason it's like kind of like chemically. I don't know what it is.
Megan thinks mangoes and carrots taste the same. I think that's crazy.
Not the same.
That's absurd, actually.
They taste similar. The aftertaste of mangoes is similar to carrots.
You know how I said that I had a pottery instructor that I thought smelled like clay, but it was just BO?
Yes.
I smelled that smell at jiu-jitsu the other day. But I don't think it was BO.
You don't think it was BO at jiu-jitsu?
It was coming out of his mouth. It was his breath. It can't be BO of the mouth, right?
You just said you don't think it was BO, and then you said it was coming out of his mouth. So
it was someone's breath.
Yeah, they had bad breath.
It's like that. It's like,
you're like, dude, your breath smells like pottery.
We were rolling out. I was like, bro, you been eating clay?
It's like on one of those shows.
Huh?
That's a like pregnant woman craving.
What?
Sometimes people eat clay.
Bro, have you seen that clip where
I saw a video recently
like
of a lady eating
My
clay.
Strange Addictions, that old show?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was talking about. Maybe he does. Maybe he's got a weird addiction.
Eat toilet paper.
Or he's pregnant, I guess.
Wasn't there a lady on there that ate toilet paper?
Yeah, there was a lady on there that ate drywall. She was like, eventually, I just won't have a house.
Just ate my whole house.
She literally had like an entire wall that was just like the beams because she had just eaten the wall.
That can't
Crazy.
be good for you.
There was another one. Oh yeah, obvious. There was another one that ate like the bedding in her bed.
Bedding?
Like
the mattress or the like sheets or what?
No, yeah. I guess bedding would say like be more sheets, but yeah, like what do you call it? What's inside a mattress?
stuffing?
Cotton?
On that.
Is it cotton?
I don't know, just all the like clumps of her mattress. She was
Unless it was like memory foam or something.
Yeah,
like
that's what.
foam.
Yeah. She was just like eating like foam, just like chunks of foam.
Ew.
She'd just rip it off and just be like. I don't know how you're breaking that down in your mouth.
Speaking of weird
You're not.
cravings, I want to show you this video and get your reaction to it. This is from a TLC show. It says hashtag 1,000-pound
Aftertaste
sisters.
weird in my mouth. Sorry.
1,000-pound sisters. This girl is in poor health.
Oh, I feel like
just
I've probably
overweight.
seen this.
She's gone to the doctor and she's trying to explain things to the doctor.
I've definitely.
When was the last time that you had a period? You don't remember. Okay.
There could be a slight chance I might be pregnant now.
Really? And why do you say that?
I've been craving weird things that I'm not,
Okay, we're gonna have to believe this. I know there's a cuss word in this.
like water.
some of it
I'm
could
craving
be-
water. You ain't pregnant. You're thirsty. You're just thirsty.
I've seen that clip, dude.
You'll be alright.
Blake just putting in more work for me on that.
You're thirsty. You're just thirsty.
Okay, Blake.
You're just thirsty. Go drink you some water.
Oh my god,
I might be pregnant. I've been craving weird things like water. You ain't pregnant, you thirsty. Oh, dude.
Megan, can you bleep that out for me?
Yeah. We'll get Jose to do that after he finishes the landscape. That's going to sound a little racist. It's not. It's actually a guy that cuts grass around here. He's a nice guy. Also,
And he also edits
our
our
fictional
podcast.
producer. Didn't mean for that to sound that way.
Well, it did, so
Well,
it's okay.
you got anything else? You want to do a GTKTB?
Let's do it. I was a little dry. I don't have a beverage today.
Yeah. We got some crack into the grape down there.
Nah, it's okay. Okay, let's get into it. You got one for us, Megan?
Yeah, I do.
Whoa.
You do or don't?
What's wrong with it?
I do. I don't know.
You do? I don't know.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, something's wrong with this question.
I do. It's just like now this is my job. You said I.
Why are you talking like
You said I
this?
didn't do anything.
Well,
I can't. Okay. I didn't mean it like that.
Hey.
I meant like
I come up with a question every.
you do, and it's amazing. I meant like me and Blake set up the podcast because we know how to do it. You
And I
you have
sit
a
here.
baby. You have a baby.
I do. I take care of her.
Yeah.
I had to put her to bed.
That's why you don't have to do set up and stuff. That's what I was talking about.
yeah.
Okay, fine.
Megan, do you need more validation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We appreciate
Hey,
you
you're doing
as,
great.
as our
Thank
producer.
you.
Shout out you.
Thank you.
Shout out you.
Thank you.
Shout out you.
The
Shout
question.
out. Hey, shout out you. Another thumbnail.
Hey, shout out you.
You. Okay, go.
Ew, that was a weird face.
I know. Maybe cover that.
Cover it. I just blur it.
Blur the face when I did that a minute ago. I didn't like it.
What if every podcast we went through and blurred every time we made like
Every 15 minutes, I've been showing my heel. Maybe blur that too. In case.
every 15 minutes? Are you just slipping it when we're not looking?
Yeah, go back. Clip that.
Clip that. All right, Megan, what's up?
Just for our viewers.
The question is, if you had to give a 30-minute presentation on something with no preparation, what would you be able to do it on?
I've thought about this.
30 minutes might be long, maybe 15 minutes.
No, 30's good. I guess it's just basically like, what do you feel like you're an expert on?
Yeah.
Or something you could talk about for that long. Give a presentation on.
I feel like an easy answer for me is like video,
Yeah.
like cinematography. That's an easy answer, but that'd be probably the best answer right now.
Yeah. Yeah, probably like CrossFit or something.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be.
CrossFit.
I just think I probably would. Not that I have like a prepared speech where I would get up there and know
Yeah, that's
exactly what
kinda
to
the
say, but
point.
I could kind of just ramble.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the point of the question. You don't have a prepared speech. You're like, you get up there and you're like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't prepare anything. They're like, yeah, that's the point.
That was the whole point.
Yeah, that was a simple answer.
Did you ever go through a stage in like school or anything where like, I don't know, maybe this is not going to be funny, where like you felt like you had to, like as a Christian, you felt like all your projects had to revolve around that in some way?
I wouldn't say like revolve around it, but I'd maybe think like I'd be conscious of like what I was doing just to like stay on point with like what I believe in. What do you mean? Like
Yeah.
I didn't feel like a need to alter what I was doing. I feel like whatever, if anything could be connected, I feel like I would connect it.
Yeah,
Is that
but,
what you're saying?
But when you just had like open-ended projects, like in college, I had a lot of open-ended. Like maybe it was like an essay, research project, a design project, and you had to have like a bigger theme about it. I always felt this pressure to be like, maybe not pressure, but at the time I was always like, I'll just use it as an opportunity to make it about my favorite Bible verse or something.
I mean, that's great. I mean, I don't think I felt pressure in it. I think I did do it, but I never felt like pressure. Oh, I need to do that. I was just like, oh, I want to do it about something spiritual.
Yeah, I guess that's how it was too. Maybe pressure's the wrong word. But then looking back, sometimes I'm like, should I have like
done
come
more?
up with some different ideas or done something different? Which I did later on, but now I just have like I had a project that was like supposed to do something spatial for design, and I just like wood burned a Bible verse or something. And I'm like, I probably could have done, even if it was about a Bible verse, I probably could have done something a little bit more creative there.
Yeah. Bible verse is good though.
Yeah.
It can be powerful.
Yeah.
Do you remember
Have you ever
when...
read like an old essay that you wrote? Like, were you saying something?
No, continue. I'm just the producer.
No, go ahead. We
No.
value
Okay.
you.
No,
Oh my
no, I'm being
goodness.
serious.
Good on you.
No, I shouldn't have interrupted. Keep going.
Oh my! Actually, he interrupted.
Have you ever, I was just going to say, have you ever like gone through your storage or anything or old stuff and like found an essay that you wrote like in high school or whatever and read it and been like, I don't even
Like remember writing Yeah.
this. This doesn't even sound like me really. I don't know.
I don't know if I've felt like it doesn't sound like me, but I've definitely been like, what was I thinking when I was writing this? Like, not that I was stupid, but that it just kind of like I'd ramble in different places. I think honestly the biggest like answer to that, or to like me saying like what was I thinking, it was just because I was trying to get it done. So I was like running down like rabbit trails when it was like you gotta fill 2 pages or something, and I was just like fluffing it up kind of thing.
Yeah. Sometimes when I would write, my writing voice would be like very formal.
Yeah, I feel
And
like
Well,
had a-
sometimes it was posted.
I had a teacher in high school tell me that I wrote very eloquently. And at the time I was like, okay, like I thought that was good. And then she was probably just saying like, this doesn't sound anything like you. Like, what are you?
maybe not. I don't know.
Maybe not. But now I have read some stuff back and I'm just like,
You're like Hothforth.
Hothforth. I'm from Star Wars.
Hark the Herald Angels.
I just started singing a Christmas carol.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, dude, I recently.
She's like, Blake, all of your essays are just Christmas carols.
Glory to the newborn king.
Gosh, I feel so much pressure right now.
Recently, my mom found a book I wrote when I was young. And
A book?
yeah,
Publish
and
that thing.
You wrote a whole book.
I read it to Megan, and it was. I guess I was in like a really dark spot. I don't know. The book is like like really sad.
But how you were like 7 or 8 or something, weren't you?
Yeah, I was like
You're in a dark spot when you're
7 or 8.
8.
Yeah. I guess, but I was like, it was called. Maybe I can bring it and read it on an episode for our listeners.
I'd be okay with that.
Stay
It's
tuned
really sad.
next
It's
week.
called like George Toe's Life. I made up a character. His name was George Toe. Have I never told you about this, bro?
You should bring it next
George
time.
Toe's Life?
No, I thought it was like
Basically a sadder version of Home Alone.
So they just like his parents leave him or something?
No spoilies.
Don't shush me.
I did though. I did write and illustrate it myself.
Oh, wow. So
and
it's
then
like
my mom took me to Kinko's, and we got it laminated and spiral bound.
Oh, dang.
I sold a copy to my mom's friend for $20, and even then I was like, I was like, holy crap! She paid 20. She paid $20 for that.
You're like,
Sucker.
That is a lot.
you're like, what? Yeah. Back then too, no inflation, crazy.
Yeah, but there was no Amazon too, so she was getting a one of one. I mean, if I was like someone real famous now, that book could be worth a lot.
She was taking a risk. Didn't really pan out, but
But then I just like thought that was like a funny name too. So like my sister we lived in a small neighborhood, like spread out lots, but like maybe the neighborhood had 20 houses in it. But so like people kind of knew who people were. And my sister had to like sell something for school or, like flowers or whatever. So we were going door to door. People, like I said, kind of knew who we were, but I didn't know that. And we walked up to the door and I said, "Hi, I'm George Toe."
why'd you introduce yourself as him?
Because then my sister and I could laugh about it. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
No, but
But,
Taylor
like-
was like mad about it. She's like, "You're not." And then Blake goes up there and says, "Hi, I'm George Joe."
Dude, I guess I was a weird kid. I would get in trouble for the stupidest. Like being
what?
weird. One time I remember getting in trouble because there was this little boy named Eli down the street that Taylor went to babysit, and my parents just let me go with her and like be at the house while they were babysitting, hang out and play. And then the parents got home and they were like handed Taylor her money for babysitting, and I was like, and where's mine?
You're like, okay.
I like did
Toe
it like
needs
that,
some.
and then my parents were like mortified. They were like, why did you do that? Why'd you ask for money? You were literally just sitting there. You didn't do anything.
Yeah.
So one time, I think I've told you this, I peed in our neighbor's pool, and I told my parents about it, and they made me go down there.
You might have told us that on the pod. Yeah, that was
You
a.
might have.
That
was
was
a good
tough. A
story.
lot of weird neighbor situations.
Have you? What's like your record in school? Did you ever go to like the principal's office, vice principal's office?
Yeah, and I got in a fight. So
Whoa,
when I so I went to school.
bad kid.
I know.
What's the record though? How many?
hardened
Do you
streets.
know a number? Or did you just you were always in there?
No. So I was homeschooled. So I
Oh,
went to
that's
the
true.
principal's
That's
office
right.
a lot.
That's true. I don't even know why I was saying that.
No, but fourth grade, I went to a public school for half the year, and it went poorly. So then I went back to homeschool.
You went to school for half a year and
But
got
I
sent
rode
to
the bus.
principal's office.
No, I rode the bus, and this kid was. Me and this kid were getting into it a little bit. We were kind of buddies, and then we kind of got into it, and so I pushed him and shoved him up against like the metal of the bus inside, and like kind of pushed his head up against it. And then the bus driver saw us fighting and he like turned us into the principal, and then so then I went back to homeschool, and then
You just like don't like one kid. You're like, Mom, homeschool.
and then I think I had one detention in high school.
You had a detention in high school. Wow. What was that for? Oh, can't say it?
I can. It was like just a funny racial joke with my Japanese friend.
Yeah, we don't have to say that.
I said, I didn't say anything. We were buddies, and I just said something to him, and then he laughed, but then he was like, "Mrs. So-and-so, did you hear what he said?" And then she took it very seriously, and she wrote me up. And then I went to the principal's office, and he had the note that she had written up, and she said on the note, said, "Blake stated that another student was, quote, japping." Not what I said. That is not what I said, but I had to go answer for that, and I was like, she didn't even write it down correctly.
You're like, the delivery's all wrong.
Literally, he's like laughing, and he's like, "Did you say this?" I was like, "No." And then my Japanese friend, he squirted hand sanitizer in a kid's face in his homeroom. And it was next door to the class that we were in when I got written up. So he had detention the same day. We had to give him a ride home from detention.
That's funny. I was only in the principal's office one time my entire school career, from elementary through high school. And it was in middle school with, actually, did I already say this? Oh, you weren't on the pod. When Noah was on the podcast,
Like when,
forever ago.
yeah, I don't remember this.
Maybe not. But it was with Noah it was me and Noah were sent to the principal's office. It was in middle school. I don't remember which grade, but we were just in the cafeteria, literally just doing like what we normally did, which was just like mess around with everybody. And at one point, they would always give us, if we wanted water instead of like the milk cartons or whatever, and I always wanted water, you got these like little plastic cups had to keep refilling. And one time we were just like done eating, and Noah like splashed water on me, and then like I splashed water on him, and then we were just like, we weren't mad at each other, we were just like kind of messing around, and everyone was kind of like like flicking water on everybody, and Noah like had like a little bit left in his cup, and I had a little bit left in my cup, and I think I like took it and went like that, like with the whole cup. It wasn't a ton of water, but we got sent to the principal's office. Noah was just like chilling. I think he had been a couple of times. I was pooping my pants, dude. I was freaking out. I remember like I have a vivid memory of there was 2 chairs, the desk, and then like the principal. We walked in before the principal got there because like
Power move.
the principal said like get these guys in my office or something, and another like assistant, some principal like took us to the office. We sat down. They walked out, closed the door. We were just in there alone. Dude, I remember as the principal walks in, so like the door's behind us, I looked over at Noah, and Noah was just like sitting there like this. I was like, my face had to be like blood red. I was like just so nervous. And then we got there, and he was like, yeah, you guys can't be doing that. I was like, oh, okay.
Sounds good.
We walked out.
When I did that to that kid on that bus, we were both in the principal's office, and he was bawling.
He was crying. I wasn't crying, but
We were in like 4th grade.
Oh,
so
okay.
He was bawling his eyes out, and I didn't know. I was like not crying and kind of like, what is about to happen? And the principal looked at me and goes, he knows what's happening. I was like, and then nothing happened.
The principal's like, I want to make kids cry.
Yeah, I was in like a
It's like,
predominantly black school. It seemed like I think it was. And then I had my main teacher was Miss Love, meanest lady. She would scream at us. That's the reason I went back to homeschool. And then our principal was an older lady named Miss French Coles.
Miss French Coles?
Miss French Coles.
Miss French Coles.
No. Miss French Coles, very nice lady. She was nice, but she tried to freak me out with that detention or that office visit, and I didn't like that.
Wait, what was the name of your book? George Toes or something like that?
George Toe.
George Toe. She's like, George Toe.
I think it was The Life
Imagine-
of George Toe. Something like that.
Something like that.
Oh, you said George Toe's life.
That might be it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll have to
Apostrophe
bring it and
S.
read it. What was his turtle's name?
He's a turtle.
Yeah, that was his best friend.
He said
There's
it
a
like
lot,
I'm-
like when
You're
you
like, yeah, that was his
Bob.
best
Wasn't his
friend.
name Bob?
Bob, yeah, I think it was Bob.
Yeah, that was his best friend.
I was limited on names to pull from as a young kid.
It's just like all these generic names, George, Bob, and then you're like, Toe's his last name.
George Toe.
You're like, what's a good last name?
Toe.
George Toe is infamous in my family.
Is he?
Yeah.
How long's this book?
All my family, they can't get enough of George Toe. They're waiting on the sequel.
They can't get enough of it.
They're gonna make a live action movie.
Blake, we need more George
Very,
Toe.
very, very sad.
How
It's
long
like
was
a
it?
children's book link.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, I could probably read it to you in 5 minutes, 10 minutes,
Hey,
5.
10 minutes long book.
Probably 5.
Thinking about a 10-minute speech.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of speeches, maybe we'll do like another debate soon. We haven't debated topics on the fly.
It's true, we haven't. But anywho, like and subscribe before the end of the year, or this could be
This could be it.
This could be it.
This
This could be it. So that's it. Like and subscribe.
episode
Peace.
43.